This time in the garage, we're doing Bring a Trailer from the most recent week.
First car, Japanese market 1992 BMW M5. Sold for $33,000. Why do you laugh?
Because it's an M5.
Oh,
It's going to be banned.
but it's an E34 and it's maroon.
So it's not
going to dominate.
M5.
I mean, it's pretty good.
I like it, aside from the fact that it's going to be wrong-hand drive.
What's
not.
What's good about it?
Huh?
What's different about it? What's good about it?
It's an E34 M5.
Right. But the Japanese part?
Oh. They were imported to Japan?
But they weren't right-hand drive?
Correct. So in Japan back then, I don't think it's a thing now, but it was sort of a status thing to have a left-hand drive car.
Yeah. It's strange that I mean, I guess...
Someone put VHT on the taillights.
I feel like it's strange that the government would allow that, but I guess there's nothing that stops you from having a right-hand drive car here. So,
yeah.
Whereas this is in Japan.
Yeah.
Well,
so a lot of higher end European cars were sold there.
Is it because of the throwing stars? Is that what's Japanese about it?
No,
I do like those.
throwing stars are, I think, a 92 thing.
Huh.
Is that a center that comes off?
Mm-hmm.
M-cloth?
I think there's probably little detail differences there are on the E30 M3 from like a US model.
Oh, right.
So they had stuff that was standard but was different than what was standard here.
And presumably this is a kilometer car.
Yeah.
I feel like, despite the fact that I feel like we should be using kilometers, I feel like that would annoy me.
I don't think it'd bother me that much.
I mean, I assume the speedometer has both, and it's just the kilometers on the outside.
I mean, you're going 100. You're at 62 miles an hour.
Yeah.
That's pretty easy to do the math on.
Sure.
Only if you're a wizard.
It might just be that it would remind me how agitated I am that we're stuck with the non-metric.
14 clicks away, man.
Right. So
what is this going
miles.
for?
Those might be JDM.
JDM taillights, huh?
Not VH
Not VHT. Yeah.
Nightshades, I think they call that.
Wouldn't they be hella? Wouldn't you want the hella ones?
Probably. But it's possible some company in Japan made smoked ones
That's true.
back then.
What if you got an Estoril blue one with remember the blue hellas
No.
for the
I mean,
E36s?
I do, but no.
No?
No. I like
man.
red taillights.
Blue on blue, though.
Red or, I guess, black ones don't bother me. I hate clear taillights.
Yeah. I mean, that doesn't bother me. Color's all right.
It's not a bad color.
Yeah.
I'd rather have a different one.
It's Calypso.
33,000 is strong for that.
How many miles is
How many
that?
clicks on there?
It's like 112 kilometers.
116,000 clicks.
So
That sounds like
70,000 miles.
72,000 miles.
Uh-huh. It's pretty low miles. Calypso red.
Yeah.
And the cloth upholstery is pretty cool.
Yeah.
I like it. All right. Next one. 11,000 mile K-Tech modified Z06.
2006.
Sold for $50,000.
Ooh, 50 grand. Ooh, that's beautiful.
I could do without the chrome wheels.
That's always the case, is it not?
I think those are polished aluminum.
Are they?
Mm-hmm.
Still.
I feel like maybe some old cars might be okay with chrome wheels.
Okay.
What do we got here? We got
K-Tech did all kinds of stuff. Forged pistons, cam.
cylinders,
Yep.
springs,
Headers.
Ron Davis radiator.
Why should I know of that?
Clutch. What, Ron Davis?
Mm-hmm.
Famous. Marathon sprinter.
Might have had Ron Davis stuff in one of the race cars. One of the DPs. Maybe.
Fair enough.
Carbon fiber splitter. Dual zone hootenannies. I think 50 grand's a pretty good price for that.
Is this a C6?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like it's fair.
Hydroformed aluminum frames aren't.
Well, it's better looking than a modern one, but I still don't like it.
It is modern. It's
No.
2006.
That's not modern.
I think these are the best looking Corvettes.
I
think
like the
you're
red
wrong.
on the seats.
You do?
Don't.
Well, at least there's
Especially
only
blue.
like two parts.
On the upside, it's a good red. Not like a washed out ketchupy red.
Ooh, ketchupy.
Yeah. There's a lot of that
Whoa.
on red interiors.
Whoa.
The blue center console.
You don't like
It's not-
accents?
It's not ideal. But it does have a matching intake.
It's a good blue. What do you want?
I don't know.
Can't see any of the blue from inside the car.
Not a C6.
K-Tech rated that at 508 wheel horsepower. That's probably a fun little hot rod.
Yeah. That's not crazy because those were rated at 500 at the crank from the factory.
Is it? Or 505?
505.
So how much do you think you lose between the crank and the wheels? 60?
50,
80?
60
I think they say 20%-ish.
So
on a
100?
manual?
Yeah, I think so. It's pretty random.
Sure.
I feel like by law,
think you-
horsepower ought to be measured at the wheels.
I think you'd kind of have to look up and see what stock ones do.
Right.
Wheel.
On said dynos.
Yeah. And then probably put that one on the same dyno on the same day.
I like it.
Shape-wise, that's not a bad-looking wheel.
Yeah.
If it were just gray
Sure.
or natural aluminum or...
They're just polished aluminum.
Yeah, they are just polished.
They're not chrome.
But they're shiny.
You can make them different.
Yeah, you can have them powder coated.
True. Maybe anthracite.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe even like a dark bronze would look good with that blue.
Yeah, I like it.
So do I. M5, Z06.
I'm just going to make Bear go insane and say M5.
Oh, well, I'm going to have to disagree with you because I'm taking home a Z06.
Got an X pipe on it too. Was there a video? No. How much was that M5? 33.
Way too much for a four-door sedan.
Yeah, I guess I'm going Z06. I'd like to have one of those.
Next.
See, this isn't an M5.
It's sort of an M5.
It's a 2019 BMW M6 Grand Coupe 6-speed.
That's late for having actual gears.
Yeah, sold for 37, which I think is
Wow.
reasonable.
Is that like a slate blue?
It's gray.
Feels like it's blue.
Singapore gray metallic.
87,000 miles.
Does that mean it canes you for chewing gum?
I don't know what that means.
It's got a swimming pool on the roof. Stick 6.
I like it.
The interiors on these, I think, are phenomenal.
And I like a nice sedan.
And I think it's the last of the manuals for big cars.
Is BMW calling that a four-door coupe?
Yes,
It's a Grand Coupe.
It's a sedan.
It's a Grand Coupe.
You know that
560 horsepower.
because it has four doors.
Mm-hmm. I like these. These are my favorite M6s.
How many miles?
Clean Carfax.
I think
200.
87 or something.
Yeah.
Did these have rod bearing problems?
Yeah.
Did they?
Yeah. Yeah, they got rod bearing issues. They got vacuum line issues. They got coolant issues. They got
On a 19?
all sorts of issues.
I thought the update on that engine got rid of most of that.
I don't think so.
Is that a
That's what
V8
they say on the X5Ms,
I don't believe that either.
that the updated version is.
I feel like that definitely has a bluey green color to it.
It's gray, man.
Yeah, but grays have an under color that they exude.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying that's sort of oceanic. Are these a V8 or a V10?
V8.
V8 twin turbo.
Oh, come on. Look how dirty those tailpipes are.
Yeah, man. M6.
I feel like that's a pretty good deal. Plus, I liked 2019.
Did you?
Yeah.
What was your favorite part?
It was right before the world went stupid.
Oh. Those wheels are terrible.
Pretty sure it was stupid there, too.
It was differently and less. I don't hate those wheels. They're not the greatest wheels ever, but they're not awful.
I like the way these look in person.
Yeah.
Nice and low and squat.
The double bubble roof.
Mm-hmm.
The interiors, they smell like leather. They're nice quality.
The way you started that sentence, I was thinking you were going to be saying something bad.
It needs redone. Wow.
It does.
Needs some aloe vera rubbed in there.
I think it needs some new cow put on.
Hopefully you can still buy new cow.
Well, you can peel the cow off and recow it.
Yeah.
Or order a new lid.
I'd have to price out the options on that. Certainly, if it's not crazy, I would just order a new lid.
All right. This or the Corvette?
Is that a hot V?
Yes.
This.
Well, I'm going to go with the Z06. Mm-hmm.
Why would you do that?
Why?
Yeah.
Well, I think it's going to be more reliable.
Uh-huh.
They both have heads-up displays. I'd probably drive them both equally if I had a chance to do so.
I guess I could say, yeah, it's probably more reliable because supposedly the LS7 had valve spring problems?
Keepers
or valve
something.
problems. Yeah.
They had valve keepers.
They dropped
something.
valves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they
K-Tech,
did. But
supposedly
they did all that.
K-Tech fixes that.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But
Plus I don't know.
that thing's pretty cool.
That's refined looking.
I like
If you're
those.
in the Corvette, you just look like a wanker.
Yeah, but I'd pretty much drive it the same time I drive this.
Yeah.
I don't have to haul.
But when you pulled up in this, I would think, oh, look, a refined gentleman. And when you pulled up in the...
And then I'd get out and then you'd be like,
in the
oh my
Corvette,
God.
when you pulled up
it's
in
fair.
in the Corvette, I would think, oh, there's a wanker.
Mm-hmm. And then I got out and you'd be like, yep.
Oh, it's fair.
It's that guy.
I'm just saying it would color how I felt about the person getting out, regardless of who the person getting out was.
Yeah, we know.
Damn it, Bear.
Plus, that'll turn.
That's just gray. The other one's
What do you mean
exciting.
that'll turn?
What
I
does
feel
that
like
mean?
that Corvette turns.
What do you mean?
Unless it's going into a ditch.
The Corvette's going to out-handle that thing 10-1.
It's not going to outpower it.
It's close. That's only 560 horsepower to the crank. Mine's 500 to the wheel.
It's probably 560 to the wheel, too.
Yeah, it depends on who you fucking ask.
They tend to be a little pessimistic on those numbers.
Mm-hmm.
I can't decide.
You have to.
Really like the way those
That would probably be a pretty close race. But I'm gonna guess in a drag race, the Z06 might get it.
Unless it goes in the ditch.
Because that thing's got to be heavier.
Or finds
It's
the pine
definitely
tree.
heavier. There's no doubt that's heavier. It's got
And
heated
maybe
rear
it's-
seats.
Right, and maybe it's 20 horsepower up or down or whatever sideways of the Corvette.
Yeah, but it's got turbos.
Sure.
It's probably got as much or more torque.
I got camshaft.
Less likely to just sit there and do a burnout.
Both have that's rear wheel drive.
But it's got the weight. Corvettes doesn't have the weight.
I like the fact this has a 6-speed manual.
Sure.
Which is rare.
Yeah.
It's not very rare on a Z06.
No, it's because it's the way baby Jesus wanted them.
They all had them.
Yeah.
It's the way baby Jesus wanted them.
$50,000 for a K-Tech Z06. You know what?
That's right in the market.
But it's blue.
It's a good blue.
It is a good blue, but it has ugly blue and red on the inside.
What do you mean? You just buy some
Black.
seats.
Which I'd probably buy seats anyway.
Because those seats are going to be terrible.
And I'd do some wheels.
What are you gonna do about the center console?
Leave
I
it?
do. What do you mean? What's wrong with the center console?
It's blue.
Oh, it's fine.
Oh, that?
Yeah.
This part?
Yeah.
That's fine.
Paint it?
I don't like it.
I think it's silver from the factory, isn't it?
Part of it might be. I don't think the whole thing is. I think most of it's just black and most of them.
I think it's silver.
Is it? I don't know.
I think so.
That's better than silver.
All right. I'm going to break with tradition.
Do we have a tradition?
Yep. I always pick the M whatever.
Well, you got to do what you got to do. You'll regret it later.
That is cheap, though. 37. All right. Corvette.
It's only 10 grand.
I don't think either one of them is making it to the end anyway.
It's 13 grand, Bear.
10 grand in my head.
Well, that's a big difference.
Is it?
All right. 1990 Skyline GTR with a 2.8 stroker. Sold for $99,999.
Ooh, that's pretty.
Those are all right-hand drive, right?
Uh-huh.
God
But
damn.
that looks amazing.
It's good color.
Wheels.
It's
Yeah,
got those same wheels my LSB E46 had.
Yep.
It does look pretty good.
And R32 is the best
Nope.
GTR.
It's definitely not the best. It's pretty good.
I believe Bear's an 33
They
fan.
haven't perfected it by then.
Yeah. It's built by CCO Performance.
Are those the guys that go way overboard?
Those are the guys that do the twin turbo Hurricanes and R8s.
Oh, really?
Yeah. The big horsepower stuff.
Hmm.
And a bunch of other stuff, but obviously, apparently Skylines.
Oh, no, those are LMs.
Yeah.
What was on the E46?
Oh,
Those
the
weren't
one from
LMs.
last week?
Yeah.
Those were E88s, I think.
Maybe.
Those were the
Competition-looking
yeah.
ones.
Yep. MCS adjustable coilovers, stop techs, Kevlar Recaros.
Yeah.
What's the
sag
value of that
gauges.
being Kevlar, aside from if your passenger in the back seat decides to shoot you in the back?
What?
What's he saying, Bear?
What's the
just
value of a Kevlar
gloss
seat?
over this whole conversation.
Don't put people in the back seat that are going to shoot you in the back.
Well, that's a good
Start
choice,
there.
I would say. But what's the value of having a Kevlar seat?
Strong, lightweight.
Could it just be carbon?
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Like Kevlar's stiffer.
It's more fire resistant.
I think it's also more impact resistant.
Yeah,
That
see,
could be.
put a couple of seats like that in the Corvette, you'd be done. $100,000.
I have got more than 30 years experience shifting with my right hand.
Wow. That looks nice.
Ooh.
And I don't
Is
think
that a single turbo?
that's going to work for me.
Yes.
Fancy. I don't know why more people don't do stuff like that.
What?
Maybe it's becoming a thing, just not shiny. And
Looks
just
really
do
good.
All black everything with the hoses and the fittings and
Yep.
the
That looks
turbo
really
housing.
good.
Satin black.
Carbon
Yeah,
drive shaft,
carbon drive shaft. Sway bars.
control arms,
Shiny, shiny, shiny.
twin disc ceramic clutch. Let's see what the dyno says.
That always makes me nervous.
Which part?
Just the amount of spinning that is very close to grabbing something.
Well, don't stick your finger in it.
No, it's just dynos seem like they are a horrible jettisoning accident waiting to happen.
Yeah, there's YouTube videos.
I'm sure there aren't.
Things do happen. Sometimes people don't strap things down so well.
Mm-hmm. People being dumb?
Yeah.
Or careless?
That looks good. I think you're right, Bear. R32 is the best GTR.
Definitely not.
Interesting that I know that there's this disagreement on a thing that I don't care one little bit about.
And great pictures. Well done, photographer.
Well, it's usually what you get when you hire a photographer.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I don't know if it's usually what you get when you hire a photographer.
Well, when you hire a photographer with one of these white rooms.
If you hire a good photographer.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's coming at you. Ah.
I don't know that you necessarily need to use every single picture that the photographer takes.
True.
Yeah.
You just pick the best one from each angle, maybe.
Well, it's the last time you're ever going to see it.
Did we have a dyno sheet? Because we had a dyno video.
Ooh, look at there.
Let me
6
see.
max power 714. 8 max torque 619.
And that's in American measures.
Uh-huh.
Could be in clicks.
Well, it could be in Newton meters and whatever those are, kilojoules.
Well, it was built in Georgia, so hopefully not.
You never
All right.
know. I am, God damn it, I don't want to do this, but this car appeals to me exactly zero because I don't want to drive it. So I'm going Corvette.
Whoa. That came out of
And
center
for
field.
a first time ever, for the second time.
K-Tech
For the first time,
Z06,
for the
huh?
second time.
Yep.
I mean, I don't like the Corvette, but I could drive the Corvette comfortably.
You don't think you can learn how to drive a stick with your left hand?
I think I can. I don't.
You're scared.
I have no desire to do so.
Would that
Fair.
be the car to do it on? 700 horsepower, twin disc clutch?
I think so.
You just...
That might be the car to learn
That
how to
would be
drive a
the,
stick on altogether.
Yeah, that would be the...
Is it an easy to replace clutch?
that
No.
Porsche commercial where they were doing launch control out of everything, out of the crossing.
No, it wasn't a Porsche commercial.
Well, it was
was
maybe
pretty
that was
funny.
Top Gear or whatever.
Yeah, it's Top Gear.
Yeah, that's what you do in that car,
And
basically.
That was great.
Anyhow,
All right, Bear.
Oh, that didn't make my decision any easier.
it's twice as much.
It is literally, yep,
Yeah, it is
exactly
twice
twice
as
as much.
Well, slightly less than twice as much.
It's got BBSs and good seats,
Uh-huh. Great color.
which, you know what? Those two things would also fix the Corvette.
They would.
Can you do that with less than $50,000?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
There you go.
Not a lot, but
Yeah.
yeah.
I think, I don't know. If I'm spending $100,000 on a R30, any GTR really, it's going to be an R33.
Ew.
Yeah.
33?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Oh yeah.
That's the one he likes.
That's the worst one.
That's the one I like, buddy.
Well, Bear likes what Bear likes.
So I don't know.
It's like a
For
four-door
a set of wheels and a couple seats.
and 700 horsepower.
For $50,000, I could have 1,000 horsepower, a set of seats, and a set of wheels. And a
You know what?
Corvette.
I don't think you're wrong.
So you're picking the Corvette.
Yeah,
I want to argue with you, but
Corvette.
I don't think you're wrong.
I would absolutely pick that.
Would you?
That's phenomenal.
You wouldn't think that would be too perfect?
Nah. That's got $170,000 in the build. You're getting a discount.
Right.
Yeah, that car is amazing.
It's got to go.
Yeah,
I
the
don't know.
R32 is the best one.
It's not.
It
But
is.
You keep saying it.
Because it is.
What is that stroked from? 2.5?
2.6.
2.6.
Yeah.
Next.
Okay. Hellcat powered 1970 Dodge Charger. Now this one,
Red Eye, Lawn Dart.
does it matter? Sold for $151,500. Somebody gave up because of the $500.
That thing is big and long and low.
It looks like it might have a good interior.
I saw a smaller picture of this.
Do we need Hellcat badges on it?
I don't think so.
No, I think it would be better without them. I also think it would be better without those wheels.
Ooh. I don't know, man. The front wheels bother me.
You could leave the red and just take the Hellcat badges off, and that'd be pretty good looking.
Yeah, but there's a big Hellcat thing in the back.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if it didn't have that, if it just had a red stripe,
Mm-hmm.
I think it would look better if you didn't know what it was.
Oh, is this all carbon? Is it one of those?
No.
Oh. It's vinyl covering.
It's a carbon overlay to mimic the vinyl covering.
What?
It's got a carbon roof.
Oh, okay.
A carbon overlay on the roof so it looks like a vinyl top, but it's carbon fiber.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
I do like that interior.
Do you?
It could be a little bit less of a pinky beige, more of a orangey beige, but
Yeah. I thought you were going to say wannabe Bentley.
Damn. Well,
I wasn't going to say
this one had a lot of potential for me. I can tell you already. I'm Corvette.
Yeah, well, I mean, you can buy
Definitely
three,
Look at
Corvette
those
now.
exhaust hangers,
That's
though.
sweet. That
3 Corvettes for that.
How many? Wait a minute. $151,000. And
And
it's
you
got
got those.
AutoZone $12 exhaust hangers that are going to fail.
That's really a minor thing.
no,
No, it's not, because
It's
they
not a minor
deck screwed it into the floor.
it's not a minor thing, Bear or Soren.
I think that's a minor thing to complain about.
It's a
Why?
minor thing that you're gonna find those all over that.
You
car.
have a high end build. Again, things like this are things that give you an idea how things were done other places.
And look at the tires. Lionhearts, come on.
Are they?
That's what it says right there, I believe.
That's what I was talking about before with the tires. When you see crappy tires like that on a car,
Yeah.
they're cutting corners
It depends.
in really obvious places. What are they doing in the less obvious
If
places?
they've built that car.
If it's a big if of
Let me
$151,000.
finish my sentence.
I don't think so.
If they built that car and put shitty tires on it and they're selling it for $151,000, I would agree that that's telling.
I love Cold Start videos where they start with a hand on a random part of the vehicle. Oh, wait
I mean, if you want to
a minute.
prove it's cold, grab the exhaust manifold
Right.
or just get a barometer.
Damn it. This looked pretty good in the small picture.
Yeah. I mean,
Right,
the body works kind of wavy.
Are we all going to say Corvette?
I am.
All right.
It does look
I'm
good
not
with
done
the,
shitting on this, though.
does look good with the headlights hidden. It looks good there.
Yeah. I liked them with it open.
Did you say you're not done shitting on this?
No.
Uh-uh.
All right.
I know we're
It
bothering
makes
you with
me
this.
happy.
I like the boats.
Look at the shipyard.
Cool boats.
Yeah.
I think those are ships, Soren,
Yeah, I know. I'm using the word boat loosely.
to offend boat people or ship people.
Yes.
All of them.
I'd like to offend everyone. It's a Dodge, right? Which that causes me some trouble because I want to offend the Hemi people.
So that must be up.
That's down.
Yeah, the wheels aren't super great, but
Uh-uh.
I think the front offset's goofy. The rear's okay, but definitely different wheels would be better.
Shouldn't that maybe have like just a slightly smaller wheel on the front?
I think it does.
Well, slightly smaller than it is.
I don't know. Ooh. I don't know. I mean, the outside looks fine. Just needs not the cat logos on it.
I mean, I could even see doing the carbon fiber if it's vinyl.
If it's fine. Oh,
It says it was a carbon fiber overlay.
on top of the
to
steel?
mimic a vinyl top. Yeah.
Hey, go back.
Go back.
That doesn't make any
Go
sense.
back again.
The shitty dash.
Badly upholstered.
And like all the goop in the corners of the windshield.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's cleared over that. You can see the.
Yeah. Well,
Are you saying
they painted the edge of the car. Ooh, look at that stretched weave. Yeah.
This is a great car from 10 feet?
Ooh. You're not going to win a Riddler. That is terrible. I think I would just, even if I put that on and I looked at it, I'd be like, yeah, we're just going to paint right over this because
Yeah.
that weave's not good enough to leave exposed. No.
I don't like the interior at all.
No, it's the wrong color. I don't like the diamond
What's going on
stitching
with the seat?
and the seats. Yeah, what is that?
I think it's a seat out of something else.
Could be.
It's just too tall.
The front seats look terrible in it.
Uh-huh.
They look like some NRG
Uh-huh.
something.
We should move along.
We're not done yet. Deal with it.
What did this go for? $150?
$151,000.
Ooh. Whoever that guy is, I hope he doesn't watch this.
Do you think that has to do with it being
is that,
a
are those
person car?
No. Zoom in on that. That's carbon fiber-esque.
Yeah.
Are they carbon centers? Did it say that in the ad anywhere?
Well, it says Strauss Forged on it.
Or they just got, I mean, it looks fairly carbon fibery.
We'll go find out here in a second.
I don't know why it would be Strauss Forged if it's carbon fiber.
Well, you could do
'Cause
forged carbon.
The rim isn't going to be forged.
It might be.
No, it won't.
What do you mean?
The rim has to be turned.
You could turn it out of a forging.
Okay, sure. But it would still be turned at that point.
But it would be a
But it would
forged.
be forged.
I think that's meant to be a forged center, which means it isn't carbon fiber.
You can have forged carbon fiber.
Yeah, can you use something to push it into the mold?
Uh-huh.
That's
Yeah.
not forging.
I mean, you
I think
can
that's
call
the
it that.
definition of forging.
Forged in the
Ooh,
sense
look at
of it wasn't my actual signature.
Look
maybe.
at this.
Go ahead.
Oh. You know what they did? They used that Rust-Oleum hammer tone paint to paint everything on the inside. Look at all of the door jambs in the dashboard. Oh, Looks like they took a cutoff wheel to one of those.
I feel like you're approaching. Is that Schadenfreude?
What's he saying?
I think he turned German there for a second.
He turns German a lot.
Yeah. When was this built? Because this looks terrible. It's got a new steering wheel and the new shifter.
I kind of like the gauge color.
Yeah. I wonder if they used all that stuff because they had to get it to work. I thought they fixed that by now.
If it's an older build, maybe.
Right. Because like some of the trim, the paint's coming off. And I was wondering if it's an older build.
Because if you ever, what General Mayhem is.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, they have.
He doesn't.
Oh.
But the Roadkill Charger that they swapped the Hellcat drivetrain into, they had a video where they un-Hellcat swapped it. And they had just massive amounts of wiring because they had to keep all of the modules.
Right.
So everything had to be plugged in still
Yeah.
in order for it to run.
Mm-hmm.
So they had to have basically the Hellcat dash.
Yeah, so you had to have
there
the
for it to
dash,
work.
cluster, the shifter, the pedal, like every single module.
And then the trunk just had a bunch of wiring with little modules plugged into them.
Yeah.
Which
I think
presumably
it had to use the fuel pump.
they did in a half-assed way for illustrative
And
purposes.
the fuel tank. And
Yeah. But yeah, they've gotten around that now.
so the seats don't look weird there. Maybe that's how they were.
Yeah, they're tall.
Are they?
Yeah.
They just go up to the quarter glass,
Yeah, they're tall.
I think.
Yeah. They probably went to about here.
That's still, they looked like a foot taller than the package tray. Or maybe the package tray is lowered.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know. You get in there. Look at the texture on the dash.
Peeling away.
That is terrible.
It's hurting me.
There's no way you get in that car and go, yep, 150 grand.
What if you're a Hemi person?
No, that doesn't matter.
They're probably as pickier than we are.
But I think it does matter. Are there holes in the dash there?
I wouldn't doubt it.
I think cars like this, no, I think those were screws. I think cars like this, you find one or two people, I mean, just like any other auction, but you find one or two people, they're like, I got to have that.
Yeah. I mean,
those people have a lot of
the coolest looking thing. They're not necessarily looking real
close
at the pictures, or they don't know what they're looking at.
They get it in their mind and they have a lot of money in their bank account.
So, yeah. This is an older build.
Plus, yeah. You're going to have to clear all those before you set off.
Clear what?
Ooh.
The codes.
Oh, that's where they put it.
What?
All that stuff is in the glove box area. Oh, wait a minute. No, that's the center. Here. Weird.
What's he talking about?
I don't know, man.
No.
Whatever it is.
I'm real tired of looking at this, though.
I'm sorry. We're going to keep looking. So navigation doesn't work.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. This is... Well...
Man, whoever sold this is so happy.
They have to be so happy.
In their defense,
Whose defense?
the person who sold it,
Yeah.
they have a lot of detailed pictures.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
No, I don't think anybody's trying to push anything over on anybody.
No. Except for the original builder to whoever.
And I would imagine when it was built, it was probably pretty cool.
Probably. I don't know how. Like, even the underside of the hood looks nicer than the door jambs and the dashboard.
Which you're going to look at every time you drive it.
That exhaust system, even just the fact that it ends there.
Right. Yeah.
Let alone those clamps in the Lionheart tires.
All right.
Anyway.
Yes, it's terrible.
So.
Are those torsion bars still? I thought I saw a torsion bar at the front. Sorry. Never mind. Move on.
Yes, please.
No, you wanted to know.
Nope.
Oh, if those are actually carbon wheels?
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, I did want to know that. Ooh, it even says.
Carbon fiber overlays.
Wow.
Like the roof.
Huh.
So pointless.
Which is why it looked like carbon fiber.
Yep.
So that can delaminate and come flying off while you're going down the road.
The Lionheart tires. Good for them. Ooh, looks like the camera's different.
Speaking of the little baby Jesus, the little baby Jesus would love you to close this and go to the next one.
We'll close it when we're done.
Which it would be nice if that was now.
I'm about done.
Wow. Okay. This isn't very old. Acquired by the seller in 2023.
It was
displayed at
shell.
SEMA.
Huh.
Wow. To build
What?
that car in 1 year from a rolling shell.
Well, you got to cut some corners.
I was going to say that explains why some corners were cut.
Yeah.
So I'm going to guess somebody saw that at SEMA, was like, man, I got to have that. I'll never be able to buy it. And then saw it on here and bought it. That's my guess. All right.
Yeah, but for
150,000 or save 100 and get a Corvette, Soren.
Well,
I feel like you're becoming a Corvette guy.
I can take $100,000 and make that Corvette significantly less terrible. So I'm going to do that.
Okay. Bear?
Yeah, I'll take a Corvette.
Okay. I would agree with all of you.
This, friends and family, if you'd like to subscribe to the video Just
Because of this?
no, because of the Challenger we just rampaged through.
We're gonna lose subscribers over that.
Yeah.
94.
Plus, it was a Charger.
Yeah.
So.
Same different. Whatever. Who cares? 94 911 turbo 3.6.
In what appears to be an absolutely gorgeous color.
It would be if someone would scroll down. Oh, I didn't see it didn't sell. Didn't sell for $390.
Bid to $390. Wow.
Is that Amazon green?
With a good
great
interior color, I think.
Ooh, good interior. Speed lines. I haven't looked at any of this car, so we're finding it out together. So it's got a rebuilt engine.
It's overhauled.
Yeah.
With-
Amazon green.
At 32,000 miles, the engine was overhauled.
Mm-hmm. Probably because it's only got 32,000 miles on it.
It's a Montana title.
Tech art, fog lights, and brake ducts. You gotta love an Amazon green.
Yeah.
It is a good color. Kind of scarab beetle-y.
Ooh.
Never mind.
Anyway,
Scarab Beetle's more blue.
those 18-inch
They might
speed
be.
lines are amazing.
You know, I like those wheels, but I think that they should be a color to go with that car, not the standard silver.
They're silver. They are a color.
They should be a different color.
Why?
It should be just like that.
I think because it would if those were
Red?
bronzy, it would bring that green out.
Maybe.
I
mean, you could take
I
them
don't like the
apart
white
and do it.
gauges.
I don't mind them.
I prefer
I like them more than the steering wheel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, and the only, a better color for me is that ruby stone over there, but we're not looking at it.
It's not a
At the
better color
moment.
for me.
Fab speed exhaust. New this and that's. Perfect pictures. It's in the rainforest.
It's in the Florida or possibly the California.
Mhm.
It's in the dark.
It is. Oh,
There's
look
sun
at the
over
other
there.
car. This guy's got some good taste.
Well, he sold them.
He didn't sell
Both
this
of
one.
them?
Well, that's true. He's keeping this one.
I can't believe this was bid to $390 and didn't sell.
I can. I
Really?
think.
It just seems like a lot.
It's low mileage. Great color combo. Well, yeah, it's not a Turbo S.
Uh-huh.
So, yeah, I don't know. Great shape.
It's certainly a very nice example, but I feel like it should have gone for, I don't know, 200, 250.
Or 390.
Yeah, I mean, it should have sold for that.
I'm just saying, yeah, I don't know how it got to 390 and didn't sell.
I don't
guess
know.
two people bidding.
Yeah, I don't know why it didn't sell.
But that means neither one of them made the reserve.
Right.
Which having a reserve higher than 390 on a 90s Porsche that isn't crazy special just seems bizarre to me.
Yep.
Well, maybe it's crazy special to him.
Okay.
Right? But there needs to be at least one other person that thinks it's as crazy special for it to sell. God damn it, I'm going to have to do that Corvette. And I don't want to because I like that Porsche. And for 150 or 200 or maybe even 250, I'd be like, I would vote for that. But I can't didn't sell for almost $400,000.
Yeah, I didn't see that it didn't sell. That's pretty outrageous, to be honest.
So you're picking Corvette?
Me?
Yeah.
Under duress, but
So
yeah.
you're saying, man, this Corvette you like a lot.
No, I just feel like it's more reasonable.
You like it better than anything else.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now we know what we're getting them for Christmas.
Fair.
Huh?
You have to pick. Actually, you have to pick Mason because it's Bear's car.
Yeah. Mason picks.
All right. Porsche.
Shit.
Well then.
$400,000 green 911 Beetle.
Yeah, I just picked it because now
Yeah.
I have to pick one.
Well, I'm going to pick the Corvette. 'Cause
Okay.
Jesus.
Yeah, I would have picked the Corvette too if I didn't have to force you.
Here we go. 1991 Mercedes-Benz 560 SEC. Wide body. Bid to another one that didn't sell. 150. 149,560.
I just want to say for the record, son of a bitch.
Why? You're not picking the Corvette over this, are you?
Sure
I
is.
absolutely am.
Why?
What the fuck do I want with this?
Why wouldn't you want? It's rare. A. B. It's worth more than whatever it got bid to.
Is it?
I think
Why?
these are
Well,
close to
obviously,
the
you and at
twos.
least someone else think so.
Is this?
I think these are ugly.
Why? It's
I'm not
not.
old enough and I don't golf.
So it's a Japanese market 560 SEC that was converted by AMG Japan to a wide body.
Passity pass.
Anyway,
That's also got a clean Montana title.
yep. I think it's great. 2-door coupe, midnight blue, wide body, Aero 3 wheels.
It is a good color.
Oh, those seats of tremendous Recaro-ness. A good steering wheel.
Still has white gauges.
Polished aluminum air intake.
Then there's that.
What? It's a V8
Why would you want a polished aluminum air intake?
horsepower.
It's an air cleaner lid.
Yeah, but why do you want that to
The
be
whole
polished
air
aluminum?
cleaner is
It's not
polished.
even an air intake.
It's an air intake.
Why do you want that? That actually looks like it belongs on something from the 70s.
You could have bought that at Jags.
Because it did. Can't buy that at Jags.
Yeah, I would agree. You probably can't buy that at Jegs. But if this were a Camaro and it had exactly the same thing, then you could buy that at Jegs.
That's correct.
If it said Camaro on it or Rocket 350. Oh, it's 5.5 liter V8. Overhead cams.
Screaming 275 horsepower.
Yeah. It was the height of their
Jesus
stuff.
Christ. So this is 3 times as much to not sell as a Corvette, which
Sold.
has
for
more
50.
power,
Way more power. Double.
much easier to get parts for.
Got a bigger engine.
Okay.
It's supposed to have
that
more
too.
power.
exactly that.
You're giving me all the positives
Yeah.
here. Give me some negatives.
This one's a better blue.
Sure. It is.
This one has better seats in it.
Yep.
Yep.
This
I would
one's
agree.
got a better steering wheel in it.
So we have
This one's
not,
got
we have not yet made it to $100,000
This one's got-
of increased
haven't.
value.
better flares.
Okay.
I'm not going to agree with you on that, but I'm not going to disagree. It's got that horrible triangular 3-spoked symbol in the front.
You're just jealous.
I'm really not.
You are.
If you owned that,
It's
Bear,
pillarless.
if you owned that and you drove it here and I walked out and I saw it, I wouldn't be jealous.
Pillarless coupe driving with the windows rolled down.
I don't want to say the word that came to mind when I saw this.
Do it.
Turdsicle.
Turdsicle? This is a family program.
Yeah, well, I think turdsicle is a word that a 7-year-old could get away with using.
Not in my household, Buster.
I hate it.
It is in mint condition.
The only thing I like about this is the color.
I love
I like the wheels too.
everything
Yeah, the wheels are okay.
And the seats.
I really don't
in the
like
steering
seats.
wheel. The wheels are badass. And it's got Michelin's.
I like that it has Michelins.
You don't like the interior? Look at the wood grain with the dark blue.
Nope. It's
Look,
too light.
it's actually
it's
got
too light of a
real
blue.
paintwork in the door jambs and chrome. The only thing I don't like is the automatic, and maybe the engine, but we could fix that.
The only thing I don't like is the drivetrain,
Yeah. You could fix that.
but I don't want to.
And put an
I don't want to spend $150,000 on a car and then go, I don't like the drivetrain.
You could put the new-ish supercharged V8 out of an E55 in there and put a 6-speed manual behind it.
And if this
Call it a
was
day.
25 grand, that might make sense.
Could be, but it's not.
It's not. So
All right,
this is a
Zorn.
Proper car.
God damn it, Corvette.
Proper car.
Whatever's left. If that Corvette is still at the end, I'm voting for whatever's left, no matter how horrible it is.
Really?
I don't want that Corvette to win. I just like it better than this.
Was the Corvette the first car again?
No,
Good.
No.
it was like the third car
Good.
or second.
Mason?
I think it was second. Yeah, I gotta go Corvette.
Well, I, for record, am voting for the Mercedes.
And you're going to be salty about it.
I am going to be salty. And
Yeah,
I'm
but
going
you
to write nasty
shouldn't
comments
be.
about it.
You never write any comments.
I don't write anything. But somebody out there should.
I do. Actually, you did write a comment on the last video because I replied to it, correcting you.
No. Anyway, 1967 Camaro Z28 4-speed race car.
Coupe.
Sold. No, didn't sell. 46,000.
Looks kind of rough.
Original paint, I'm guessing.
Uh-huh.
It was campaigned in the SCCA in the late 60s. Finished in turquoise over white. Black interior.
You can't really tell. Finished in flat broken over some other flat broken.
Tahoe turquoise. That's what it's called. 4-speed?
Bear, I would really love it if you would pick something that defeats the Corvette.
302. What?
This is possibly the coolest thing on Bring a Trailer this week.
Really.
I'm surprised it only got to 46,000.
Because I dislike it a lot.
There it is.
It might have cool historical value,
It does.
It does.
but I don't want to buy that.
I do.
Well, there you go.
So how far below Trans Am was this?
So back then, Trans Am was the professional.
Right.
This car was basically a sedan, I believe.
By professional, do you mean like the car for accountants and lawyers, or do you mean professional race car?
Like Parnelli Jones driving.
Yeah, so there was these cars ran in SCCA club racing, and they created a professional series for these cars to run in with professional drivers, factory back support, blah 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 blah, all the professional stuff.
Was that the Trans Am series?
That was the Trans Am series.
Okay, so Trans Ams were originally for the Trans Am series.
Pontiac Trans Ams?
Yeah, the cars that are called Trans Ams.
Sort of. The Pontiac Trans Am is named after the Trans Am series. And there's a famous story that Pontiac in 1969 sold 600 and some Pontiac Trans Ams. They paid the SCCA $1 for each Trans Am they sold.
It's not much money,
Well, it wasn't for 600 cars.
right?
But after that, they continued paying the SCCA $1 for every Trans Am they sold. And then they were selling tens of thousands of them every year.
They sold those up to the, early 90s?
2000.
2000s.
So did they continue that whole time?
Uh-huh.
Because that was the agreement?
So that worked out pretty good for Trans Am, for SCCA.
Because there was no Trans Am race after the, what?
They do it
still,
now.
Still race Trans Am.
Really?
Yeah.
Maybe it's Can-Am I'm thinking of. Something. It's still not a lot of money. I mean, if I give you $1 for every car I sell, and I sell 47 million cars, that's a lot of dollars for you, but that's not a lot of cost for me because I sold 47 million cars.
Right.
So, whatever.
Yeah. It worked out great for everybody. Doesn't really cost them a lot to use the name, but SCCA just has a check showing up.
Yeah.
You can see the sponsor name still in the paint.
Whatever it is. Oh. I was wondering how rusty it was going to be.
It's not real rusty.
No.
Nah, it's just worn.
I feel like get that thing running real nice.
It still has the tech stickers.
Yeah. And then just drive it around.
Yes.
'Cause I wouldn't touch a thing on that.
Whereas I just wouldn't.
I would get the proper wheels and
it?
tires for it
Yeah.
because these aren't. The thing I worry about with this car is the thing I was kind of worried about with it selling.
The intake.
I really wanted to buy this, but I don't have 46,000 or whatever it would take to buy it.
Right.
If somebody's going to restore it as a Z28.
Yeah. So what's the intake?
Because they've kind of started with the manifolds.
What? Maybe it had cracked it, maybe they
It would have
just,
had headers.
Oh, would it? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true.
It's got the Repro Delco battery.
Yeah.
They put carpet in it. Took the roll bar out.
Well, it seems like they're well on their way.
It was in there. It's got this.
But it's got the factory.
That's got better exhaust
Traction
hangers
bar.
than that $150,000
It does.
build.
God damn it, Bear. I don't want to agree with you, but you're right.
It does.
Yeah. Dude, I would just tune all around town in this thing.
Uh-huh.
And everyone would give me thumbs up.
Uh-huh. I mean, it still has the...
Yeah. Was it drum brakes in the rear? I'd probably change those.
That's the other thing. It's got the big drums
Yeah.
with the big brake pads. And it's got the JL8 4-piston calipers, which I think was super rare. I don't know if it still is, but...
Those could use a rebuild. Chicken dinner. Huh. Cool. Well, it didn't sell. I wonder, what do you think that's worth? 80? 100?
Man, I don't know. At 46, I think it's a spoken deal.
Sure, I think so too.
I don't know. It's hard to say. I mean, it's a real Z28.
Is that the original owner?
No. And then there's another picture of it from the 60s,
Yeah.
early
Plus,
70s.
there's a letter that says "Winner, winner, chicken dinner."
Yep.
So somebody has previously won this.
Yep. No, they sent in, they were getting documentation on whether or not it's legit.
Oh,
There's the thing.
Yeah, so there's the sponsorship stuff on it.
I might have some guy maybe hand paint that back on there.
There it is,
like it
going
had a
on
couple
autocross.
other ones. Budweiser. It's had a couple different stickers on there.
Uh-huh.
There's the wheels, baby.
That's the way to do it right there.
Yeah. No, that's pretty awesome. I don't know why you'd put that back to stock.
did they cut the cage out of it, or is it bolt in?
It was a bolt
There's a
in.
bolt.
So it's just been unbolted.
Yep.
Well, that's not as detrimental.
Uh-uh.
Because there's a guy with that, it's that gold, is it a Mustang? What is it, a Boss or Mach 1? 69, rolls around Delaware.
Oh,
It's like that.
I think it's a Mach 1. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little less rusty than that,
Uh-huh.
but it's original paint.
Uh-huh.
That thing
Faded.
is badass.
Yep. Every time I see it, I'm like, all right, that's cool.
Yeah.
What? Are you kidding me? Well,
Time for a bathroom break.
this is recording,
Good.
so I got to remember to download because
Oh,
this is
no.
not recording audio.
Oh no.
Yeah.
So, Corvette or this thing?
This thing.
Well, at this price,
Well, it didn't sell.
for sure this.
At
So you don't.
60.
Yeah, it's 60.
Still this.
Yeah.
Mom Corvette.
don't know. Maybe even, I don't know. 100's getting up there, I think.
Thing about this is this doesn't really exist anymore.
Yeah.
But it doesn't interest me.
Oh, well.
I mean, I appreciate
And I do think
appreciate it. But
literally
it doesn't
put the
interest me
right
personally.
wheels and tires.
Yeah, I don't think you got to do a whole lot to it.
I would make the exhaust a little more rowdy and maybe make the engine a little more rowdy.
Right.
Presumably put the cage back in.
Maybe.
Well, if it's in, yeah, I'd leave it in.
Sure.
It's got tech stickers on it.
Yep.
Yeah. No, I wouldn't do anything to the body.
I might fix that,
I wouldn't.
but probably not.
I just wouldn't.
Wait for it to get a little worse.
Yeah, I wouldn't drive it a whole lot in the rain or whatever.
You could always do the clear coat on it too.
Yeah. I
Do
don't
a
know.
satin clear coat. Keep
Then,
the.
then it's heading rat rods.
Keep the patina.
Rat rod wards.
I might change.
I'd definitely get rid of the
Seats.
carpet and the seats.
I'd leave the carpet. So you never answered my question. What's
Oh.
up with the intake?
What do you mean?
It goes back to.
You mean the air filter?
No. That.
The aluminum
hose.
intake?
No,
This is the
hose.
intake.
Yeah. Shut
And
up.
then the valve covers.
The
He's
snorkel.
not sure what he means. That's the cow induction.
Off of the what?
The cow.
There's a cow in there?
Yeah. So it's pulling up air. It's pulling air here.
Out of there.
Cowl.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, because those have a flat head,
Yep.
right?
Yep. And I don't think all the Z28s had this.
Huh. That's the first time I've seen it,
They did that in NASCAR.
right? They still might.
Yeah. Something similar.
Yeah.
Yeah. This all day long. No
Yeah.
offense to the Corvette. That's pretty
Yeah.
cool. So we have 2 on the 67.
Yeah.
What?
He's angry now.
I'm not angry.
He really wants his Corvette.
No, I don't. I'm just
Oh, damn. We did take the Corvette
Yep.
away from him.
Corvette away from him.
Completely over this car.
Now we've made it easier for him.
I'm bored.
He hates it.
Bored. All right. Well, here's a 911 styled as a 959. Okay. You happy?
I don't know what that means.
It's a 1983 Porsche 911 SC that has been styled like a 959.
What is a 959?
Ooh, didn't we go over this a couple
We might have done.
months ago?
A 959 looks like that.
Wait,
Yep.
what time span is a 959?
89, 90,
So they made an 83 look
87,
less good.
89?
87, 88, I think.
Yeah.
An 83 would
89.
look better than that.
Huh?
Huh?
Say that again.
Just as it came in 83 would look better.
Okay.
Well,
It just seems like they've done a lot of work to make something look
That's
less
just
good.
like
Ooh.
your opinion, man.
wow.
It is my opinion.
Yeah, it is your opinion, dude.
There's very little I'm going to state as fact in that context.
It's true.
Pretty close.
I think this looks less good than it would have before they did anything to it.
The thing that bothers me mainly,
Did it say who did the body?
I haven't read any word
Didn't.
yet.
Just says 959 bodywork. Previous ownership.
Is the vents in the front bumper are not ducted well
I
enough?
think this is all wrong.
I don't think it is.
You mean because you can see all the stuff?
Yeah.
This to me looks like
The wheels are close, but definitely not
Uh-uh.
right.
what a futuristic car would be imagined to look like in 1983.
Wonder what kind
It
of car?
was.
What kind of car is this?
SC.
Huh? Kind of SC. Who makes it?
Well, Porsche?
Who?
Porsche?
Oh,
What's the point of having that on the floor mats where your feet are going to be?
you don't like Porsches.
Feels good.
I'm just curious what the value of that is.
Well, they sell them. People buy them
But why would you want it?
because you can buy them.
Because you're just going to step on it.
Ooh, it's got coilover wrenches.
And a spare belt,
Uh,
which looks like a tiny little drill press belt.
If I'm going to guess, I'm going to throw this right out there. I'm going to guess this is not all-wheel drive.
Because it's an SC.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, see, that just doesn't look right.
I think it's because the bumper's not low enough. Or the whole back of the car's not low enough.
Yeah,
Something.
you're right. Mm-hmm. Yep, you can say that again.
Yeah.
Somebody, I think this is where the Corvette came from.
Oh, yeah. I remember that Mustang earlier today.
It's a Celine.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to have a present for you guys later on.
Is it a Mustang?
Nope.
Good.
Well, I don't know. It depends on who you're asking. But
That's an answer I can't handle. You just made my brain seize.
Okay. Soren?
I abstain.
No, you have to.
I don't like either one of these.
Well, you have to pick one.
a 959 normally is like
That's how this game is played.
2 or 3 million.
How about this? I'm going to vote for the race car I don't like over the modified.
It's a
Porsche
street
I
car.
don't like.
This is a street car.
What's a street car? Oh, yeah, it's a street car.
I'm going to vote for that, even though
It's
I don't
literally
like it. I'm voting for that.
got license plates and everything.
Yeah, but it's an SCAA car, right?
SCCA. It was in the 60s.
I'm voting for this.
If I bought that, that's not going on a racetrack.
Maybe a drag strip once in a while.
That's originally a race car.
Yeah. Why do you hate if it ever raced?
No,
you hate it.
It was not built at the factory as a race car. It's a sort of a homologation
I'm only referring
car.
to it as a race car because I think of it as a race car, not because I dislike it.
And a
because
race
it's
car in 1969 wasn't a whole lot of racing.
No.
Right. And
took the
I'm
carpet
not
out, put a
holding
roll
race
bar in.
carness against it.
I feel like you are.
I just don't like it. I just don't like the Porsche more.
All right.
And it costs more money,
Yeah.
potentially.
I think this Camaro is an easy pick. You're right, Soren. This Camaro is awesome. Okay.
Is that me?
Uh-huh.
All right. 1998 Lamborghini Diablo SV, which I picked because it's classic.
Like a Duesenberg.
No, the Diablo is the Lamborghini that I think of when I think of Lamborghinis.
Like a 69 Camaro.
Shut up. It's black.
How old are you? You think of a Diablo, not a Countach?
Yeah.
Really?
I mean, I remember Countaches, but I think the Diablo is actually a better looking car.
Thank you, Soren. This is pretty good.
It's black. I like the wheels.
It's an SV.
There's not much not to like about it other than that it didn't sell for $300,000.
Whoa.
Do any cars sell on Bring a Trailer anymore?
It seems like there's
This looks a lot like that Maserati Geek.
I would personally peel the vinyl off,
It's not vinyl.
whatever it is, and try and get rid of it.
It's paint.
Yeah, well, I'd have it.
No, I think those are
painted over.
vinyl.
You would drop $100,000 in value. Those will be some very expensive decal removal.
Don't care. Plus, it's 5.7 liter V12 that's going to sound great.
We had a bigger one in the Corvette that we got rid of.
V12?
No, displacement.
But it wasn't a V12.
No, this is very good.
I mean, this is a car that I would have to have an absolutely ridiculous amount of money to buy because it's not practical. I wouldn't use it very often, but it would please me to have it and it would sound good.
I forget if these are two-wheel drive, correct?
Uh-huh.
I think most of them are, aren't they?
Uh-uh.
No. Well, Diablo did things.
Diablo,
the VTs were
VTs
all-wheel drive.
All-wheel drive, yeah.
And then the regular Diablos were all-wheel drive for a little while.
After that, yeah.
Yeah.
Or they were all VTs or... I forget.
something. The SVs were good.
I do like Countaches, but by comparison, they seem a little
Is that a
unnecessarily
rear view camera
angular.
someone
Probably.
bunged in right there? It's pretty good.
Yeah. It's interesting because I like Countach better.
I like it.
And the thing about these things is I absolutely hate the SV on the side of them.
No,
Really?
I don't.
Oh,
Oh, that makes me feel warm and fuzzy inside.
I hate that decal, whatever it is.
You could have got the small
that
one.
That looks like you got that at Pep Boys.
The
In
decal?
fact, I'm surprised we haven't seen some Ford Tempo SVs and Yugo SVs and
So
Nah.
a Mustang or two SV.
I'm just throwing it out there. I could be wrong.
No,
But that's pretty stylized.
At least
the
it doesn't
SV.
say Showtime on the windshield.
that looks like you would have taken that to Dopey Nationals back in the 90s.
Exactly.
It looks like bullhorns.
It needs underglow,
It does need underglow.
and I'm all about it.
What color?
Color what?
Underglow?
Blue.
Well, you get the ones that you can change whatever.
Yeah, but it has to have a primary color that it is. A default, if you
Blue.
like. You say blue?
I would go red.
I'm thinking purple.
Well, that's the only legal one I've heard so far today.
Green is also legal, as is
Yeah.
amber.
Sure. But it wasn't blue or red.
True.
Well,
Is that the Joda?
I like this better than I like the whatever that is, Camaro.
Do you?
I
Because the
thought you were
carbon
supposed to pick
fiber,
last.
carbon fiber.
Well, I'm just
Why are
throwing
you
it out
breaking the rules?
Because I don't care.
Ooh.
I'm a rebel.
I'm a Camaro person.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. 300,
Unfortunately, Soren,
at least $300,000 for this guy.
the Camaro, well, yeah.
No, thank
I don't
you.
know. The Camaro, you can hoon around. That, you hoon around. You're A, either going to be up in a ditch, or B, pulled over, or C,
It's
someone's going to be pissing
it's mostly going to be in the shop,
in the.
getting a new clutch put in it.
It won't.
Yeah.
Definitely not.
How long do the clutches last? Like 10,000 miles?
That's Ferrari.
No.
Get it mixed up.
These things get lots of clutches.
Worth it. But
It's leaking from the transmission.
for the miles per dollar, I think Camaro will get it.
Fair enough. 24,000 mile 2009 BMW Z4 S-Drive 35i. It is an automatic. Well, it's a SMG, I think.
What?
I just
DCT?
realized something.
It's a DCT.
Yeah, DCT, whatever. It's an automatic of some kind, but it's in a great color. And
I think the DCT was somewhat rare on these. Or maybe all the S-Drives had it.
Yeah, I don't know.
it's got a power retractable hardtop. It's got
I don't
a
think they made them in a manual.
tannish interior.
Oh, really? I think you're right.
I would have that.
I don't think so.
I mean, it's not perhaps unique or exciting.
Whoa, so it looks like someone farted on the dash and it's stained.
Oh,
What?
what's going on there?
So- Someone farted on the dash and it stained it.
Yeah, it looked like it undid the glue a little bit.
That wouldn't be stained. That would be delaminated.
Yeah, whatever.
I kind of like the wheels that are on it. But for $22,500, I would own that.
Would you?
Yeah,
Really?
I didn't even see the price. You just
Wow.
said $22,500.
I think
I
that's
would
great.
never own that for $22,500.
Wow. What?
I mean, I would prefer a manual.
How many scarves are you going to be wearing?
I might throw on a plaid scarf.
You shouldn't.
Oof.
That's how that dancer died.
That's what?
How that dancer died.
The fuck are you talking about?
Prancer.
Her scarf
Is this like in the
in her
30s?
convertible. Yeah. Got caught in the rear wheel.
I'm not too worried about that.
Decapitated her.
Well, at least that was fast. Ish.
You know, I don't know that I've ever seen the inside of one of these before.
It's not bad.
No.
Okay.
All right.
Is
How do
the
you vote?
dash messed up or is that just the...
No, yeah. It's
I don't think it is.
been
I
farted
think that's
on.
just the light.
It is.
What's your vote?
Camaro.
well,
Easy.
yeah.
You're both
I like-
voting Camaro?
A Z28.
Yeah, $22,000
I vote for this.
for $22,000.
Yep. Because I would have this. I like it.
I thought you hated turbos.
I don't want that Camaro.
It's got a metal folding roof
I like it.
powered by
automatic.
German things. And you like those wheels? They're terrible.
I don't think they're
They
awful.
look like
Those are terrible
They
wheels.
came off of a minivan.
This was kind of a really down time for these guys.
Whatever.
The only ones I liked were
silver-
the race cars.
The silver stuff doesn't work for me. They never. I don't know they had a good looking wheel for these cars.
Well, I voted for what I want.
Yeah.
You can go ahead and close it. 1998, Stewart and Stevenson M1078. Why, you ask? Because I like it. And I
didn't ask why.
And I would rather have this than that Camaro.
Wasn't the military vehicle I was thinking you were going to pick.
You think I was going to do a Freightliner Mog?
No, yep.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't want to be too predictable.
Well,
This is pretty predictable for you. Bid to 13,000.
13. It didn't sell.
Maybe they want 15. Maybe they want 30. I don't know.
God, I hope they have a thing on here where they're not going to make any money if they don't sell any of these cars.
They are going to make money because you have to pay money to put it on, even if it doesn't sell.
That's how they make money.
They also make money if it does sell.
Sure.
They make more money if it does sell.
But
This
holy moly.
doesn't interest me in any way whatsoever.
Well, that's fine.
There's no machine shop on it.
You go ahead and vote
Not
how you
even
need to vote, and I'll vote for the thing that does interest me against the thing that doesn't.
Not even a crane. Oh, I guess it has a tire crane.
Yeah.
Well, that's probably a very heavy tire. So you probably want a tire crane.
Mm-hmm.
Hoist, I think, is the word you're looking for.
Yeah.
Well,
We can vote. You can stop looking at it.
I'm kind of falling asleep looking at this.
Fine, vote.
What do you do with it?
Camaro.
What do I do with it?
Yeah.
I drive it around.
I think
you?
he parks it in the middle of his road and faces school bus drivers right in the face.
And stares
Just
them.
sit there and look at him.
And he
Like,
just revs at him. Brum, 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 shooting black
I'm voting
smoke
for
out
this.
of
Go
it.
ahead and close it.
Okay.
1954 Dodge Power Wagon C1 PW6. I don't like
Hey.
Dodges. You know I don't like Dodges, but I do like Power Wagons, and I think this one looks great.
Well, at least this one has the fenders and stuff on it.
I'm not sure we've seen a Power Wagon that didn't have fenders.
Does it have a Hellcat engine?
No, I think it just has the one that we came with.
What happened to that red thing that we looked at?
Oh, that was Facebook.
Oh, it's got 230.2 cubic inches.
L-head inline 6. 4-speed manual transmission. Dual range transfer case.
Power takeoff.
I think that's badass. I'd get rid of my truck and have that instead.
Do it. 40 grand sold. Axle's not in the right spot. Yeah, Soren, do it. Sit there. Bounce up and down in that thing.
Driving a truck isn't about being comfortable unless
Really?
you're a guy who buys a modern truck because you're not really a man.
You drive a modern truck.
Mine's not that modern,
Yeah.
and it's pretty uncomfortable.
Yeah. Because the
It's-
air conditioning broke.
Well,
And you complain about that all the time.
I don't complain about that.
Mr.
I-
Manly man.
I don't complain about the air conditioning.
Don't need the. Do you have power windows?
when they work,
Mm-hmm.
I gotta sometimes take the door apart.
Fuel injection?
Yes.
Does it start every time you turn the key?
9 out of 10.
Do you have to pull the choke and pump the pedal? And
No, I don't have to,
Keep
but
it
I do
running.
enjoy doing that.
Can you mow your yard with it?
No,
Can you dig a fence post hole?
I don't think that's really relevant to this or my truck
Why not?
because I don't think either one of these is for digging a fence post hole.
This one's got a PTO.
yep.
Well, unless you've got the auger attachment, that doesn't have a lot to do with.
Well, you
digging a
just
fence
buy
post
one
hole.
of those
Yeah.
or rent it from the Dodge Power Wagon
Go
store.
ahead and vote.
Well,
You know you like this.
it's shiny. There's no way you would come over here and deliver pizzas in that.
I don't actually deliver pizzas. I bring pizza.
Uh-huh.
It's not the same thing because you don't give me money and then I leave. I eat some of the pizza and then I have to ask you for money and then it's a big thing.
Uh-huh.
But I would bring pizza in that.
Would you?
Why not?
I wouldn't eat it. It tastes like diesel fuel, and
That doesn't run on diesel.
it would taste like it anyway.
I'd be worried about you getting here.
Oh.
Yeah, that axle would just shoot right out the side.
Uh-huh.
Anyway.
Look at all those drum brakes.
Or the drum brakes.
Anyway.
You love drum brakes.
Is that a brake on the transfer case that just had a
I
shoe
think that's
on
the
it?
PTO.
Is
Isn't
it the lockup clutch or something? Maybe it is PTO. Can't concentrate.
I don't know.
There's a
He's-
dog wiggling.
Soren's the expert.
I don't know.
Rebuilding.
Fresh
rebuilding.
rebuilt.
Rebuilding.
Rebuilt.
It does look like the master cylinder is replaced.
That's the wheel cylinder.
Yeah, the wheel cylinder, I'm saying.
Masking off the brake pads.
Anyhow, would you just vote so we can close it? Jesus Christ.
Camaro.
You know what? There's actually, I'm going to guess, more time and effort put into the rebuilding of this than there was the whatever we just looked at with the carbon fiber roof.
That Charger.
The exhaust hangers on this are way more quality.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot less stuff on this.
Yeah.
So it might not be that more total effort was put in. It might be the same amount of effort put in more effectively. Just ignore it.
He's never going to sit down.
He'll find a spot eventually.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the Camaro.
Yep. Camaro.
Surprise. All right. So 1996 BMW K1100 LT Cafe Racer, which I feel like they did a really good job on.
Uh-huh.
I have a K100 from 1985.
Do you?
Yes, that has more seat and
Yeah.
seat pan, but and is white and is not as well done as this.
In what way?
Well, they did a lot of cleaning up of stuff that I didn't do. Like I didn't blast and paint the crankcase cover or the head.
Is that a carbon
Cover.
fiber seat thing?
I like this.
It's painted a Chrysler color.
Chrysler color? Are you kidding me?
Oh, boy.
Chrysler doesn't own the color.
They do. Ew. I've painted that color so many times.
I think it's an okay color.
I don't like it.
I think it's a nice bike. Go back for a second. Let me see the collector.
Yours is way nicer.
Oh, it just ends in the collector.
I think it doesn't not cross over the other side.
It's going to be so, no, but it normally kind of goes back towards the center of the rear wheel. That's going to be so loud.
Yeah,
Because it just goes.
No, it goes.
Oh, does it cross
Got a
over?
muffler.
I
I
think
like
they
the
did
little
a,
trumpet things, too.
yeah, they did a nice job on the wheel. Or wheels, I should say.
Really?
I think, yeah.
I don't like them.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I like yours better.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty
I
nice.
think the only thing I like about that one better is the seat pan and the intake.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the intake, I just have the factory intake, which I didn't bother, even though it's huge, I didn't bother to remove and replace because I think then you have to switch to a non-factory ECU.
Yes. Because you have an air meter.
I didn't want to do that.
Yeah.
I reserve the right to do that at some point. Like if the factory ECU takes a dump, I'm going to get a micro squirt and ditch all that stuff.
Oh.
I don't know if microskirt would be the way to go.
Or whatever. Something like that.
Yeah,
I like that seat pan.
I do too.
Yeah, it's not bad. Although you're giving up storage capacity.
Oh, boy.
We are. I mean, in the
Really? And what do you store?
Going to get your
tools,
groceries.
Tools.
spares, a pistol,
Bears?
the registration, the manual.
Doesn't the pistol just lay on the tank?
No,
Isn't that what you have a holster for?
it's a spare pistol.
Oh.
Where's the rifle go?
It's no rifle. It's a motorcycle.
Oh.
Cars
like
get
the carbon
rifles.
fiber.
Trucks get shotguns.
What kind of tires do you have?
Michelin's.
Oh,
What kind of tires does that have?
Michelin's.
There you go.
Yeah, see, I think yours is better.
Well, there you go. I mean, I think they put
I
more
think-
work into this.
I think you picked this because you know yours is better.
I honestly,
And you just wanted to hear us tell you that.
This one's blacker.
That is not true.
The wheels are terrible. Are those the wheels you have?
Yeah, it's the same wheel.
Ooh.
Mine are bronze.
Yours are bronze, though.
Yeah, along with the frame.
They
look
highlighted
a
the
lot
ugliness.
Yeah.
Anyway, I don't think that's an ugly wheel.
Yeah, like yours better.
Well, I like that one. And I definitely like this better than
You
I
like that better than yours?
For 11 grand?
I've probably got 11 grand in mine.
You might.
I don't want to add that up and find out.
They probably have more than 11 in
Oh,
those.
I'm sure they do. Yeah,
I like your exhaust better.
There's no way they don't. Yeah, I like my exhaust better, for that matter. And I think I like my rear shock better.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I feel like they did a good job. And,
Sure.
I like this bike. I think that's not a terribly unfair price for it.
No.
I think it's terrible. It's way overpriced and it's a dump.
And I vote for this.
I wouldn't
over
even
the
put it on
Camaro.
my wall.
Camaro.
Yeah.
Camaro. Woo. Challenger. It's a Mustang.
Yep.
What?
1969 Mustang Boss. Boss. 429. Powered by a 572.
Continuation. Powered by a Kaase
I feel like we did this before.
572. We've looked at a continuation before,
I
yes.
think it was a Kaase. It wasn't red, though.
It wasn't this one. We've looked at a Kaase powered something, and we've looked at a continuation before.
I think they were both in that, and it was in a better color.
I do think it was one
Could
of
be.
these.
It might have been.
It was,
But it was an automatic. What's
was-
this one?
6-speed.
Yeah.
Automatic.
See?
Ah.
I really think last week's Boss 429 was better.
Okay. Next. I don't like it anymore.
Really?
No, but
We've barely looked at it.
I know.
Let's look a little closer.
I feel like the back windshield is off. The line of the back, I should say, is off. Ooh.
I think the last one we looked at actually was better.
I think so too. It's like the last one we looked at was really
like
cool.
Yeah, it was like green or...
This one's kind of not.
It was like that jade,
I mean, this is cool,
black jade thing.
but the color's not great.
Zoom in on the exhaust hangers, please.
We'll find a better picture and see if they're up to snuff. They've got to be.
That being
They gotta
said,
be.
I would way rather have this than that
Oh, and I bet you
Charger.
$50 it does not have Lionheart tires on it.
Oh, I guarantee it doesn't have Lionheart tires on it. It's got Michelin's. Looks like we will be denied exhaust hanger pictures.
We can, I think, safely assume that these are better than those.
We can
It at
zoom.
least has turn downs on it.
Oh yeah, no, they're there.
Oh yeah,
That's way better.
that's way better. It was
Somebody
a
at least-
factory,
and
and
it's
it's welded.
welded.
It's
Yeah.
welded.
Yep.
And looks
Somebody
like
put some thought into it.
Yeah.
everything on this is reasonably nice.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I don't care for the color,
it's way
I
too
don't
much
either.
red.
and I don't really care for the interior.
The bumpers
It's
are
not that it's
red.
badly done. I just-
Everything's red.
I don't mind that it's red. I don't like that red. It's kind of washed out.
Put
and
the
pink looking.
chin spoiler needs to be
Is it?
black,
I would agree.
And I agree, the chin spoiler
and put the bumper in black.
and maybe the hood.
Yeah, and the hood, or at least the hood scoop.
This, yeah, I would make the whole hood black
Yeah.
on red. I mean, I would prefer if the whole car was just black,
Sure.
or that jade. What is that?
Looks pretty good there.
Black jade.
Yeah. Boy, that spoiler in the
That
front.
being said, this is less than half the price of a real Boss 429 that was badass.
Yeah. But look at that interior. Ooh,
If,
I don't like that at all.
It's not bad.
I don't like the red.
Yeah.
I don't mind
any of the red.
I don't
the
mind the red on the
harnesses.
gauges. I don't like the seats or the center bit,
What's the center bit?
around the shifter or the. Why would you put shiny
Whoa.
inserts into doors where your elbow's going to rub up against it and get it?
Got a bunch of
obviously-
eyeballs. Looks like they stitched a bunch of
Those are
eyeballs together.
speakers.
It's got a lot of stereo.
It's allowed to have that.
And I know we're sounding really critical of this, but I think it's nicely done.
It is.
It's just not done in a style
is.
that we like.
It's definitely nicely done. All right.
I'm going to vote for this over the Camaro, just as a
I figured you would.
As
Yeah.
a non-Camaro.
How much?
Hate the Camaro.
178.
I just don't want it.
I'm a Camaro.
I'm Camaroing it.
Whose car was this, by the way?
Mine.
Bears.
You saved it for the last?
No, just that's the way they opened. I don't know why. I think Bear was sitting there after we got to your first car, and he was like,
Yeah, I was wondering
"Where'd my
where it
last
went.
car go?" All right.
Ta-da.
Winner is a rusty, old, beat up,
Flapped out.
67 C28.
It does have a picture that says "Winner, winner, chicken dinner."
Yeah, it does. Former race car.
So on that, whatever that is, if you're terribly excited or terribly disappointed, like and subscribe and share and comment and whatnot. Also, we should say thanks for new subscribers.
And thanks for watching.